Hi everybody. This book is called Wild Wind, Henry and Mudge. Henry and Mudge are the boy and the dog, and they're facing some wild wind. So we're going to read about that. And this book is by Cynthia Rylant. Henry and Henry's big dog Mudge were playing outside one hot summer day. Suddenly the wind blew so hard that it blew Henry's hat away. "Wow," said Henry, "some wind." Whoosh! Mudge's fur rippled and his ears flapped and his eyes got all wet. "Must be a thunderstorm coming," said Henry. Uh-oh. Henry didn't like thunderstorms. They made him jumpy, but they made Mudge even jumpier. Every time a storm came, Mudge did strange things. He whined and he walked around the kitchen table about 100 times. He sat in the bathroom alone and he put his head between the couch cushions. The only jumpy thing Henry did was whistle a lot. Lightning would crash and thunder would boom and Henry would whistle. He whistled Jingle Bells. He whistled Happy Birthday. He even whistled the Star-Spangled Banner, but not very well. Henry knew what to do when the wild wind started. "Come on, Mudge," he said as he headed for the house. All at once the wind blew open the screen door. Crash! Whistling and whining like crazy, Henry and Mudge ran inside. The sky turned very dark and Henry's mother turned on the lights. Henry's father shut all the windows and Henry and Mudge sat on the couch waiting. Splat! Sploop! The rain began. Then pow went the lightning and boom went the thunder. Mudge went to sit in the bathroom. "Mudge," Henry called. Mudge wouldn't come back. "Chicken," Henry grumbled. He started whistling Jingle Bells, but he missed Mudge. Henry went to the bathroom door and he looked at Mudge. Mudge looked at him. Pow went the lightning. What do you think Mudge is feeling? Why is he hiding in the bathroom? Do you think he's feeling scared, maybe? "Come on, Mudge," said Henry. "Let's go in the kitchen." Mudge wagged his tail a little, and he followed Henry into the kitchen. Henry's mother and Henry's father were having cups of tea at the table. Boom! Mudge began to walk around the table in a circle, and Henry began to whistle. "What? Want some cocoa?" Henry's mother asked. "Sure," said Henry. Pow went the lightning. Henry whistled the Star-Spangled Banner, while Mudge went around the table for the 10th time. Henry's father and Henry's mother just looked at each other. Pow! The lights went out. "Uh-oh," said Henry's father. Henry switched to Happy Birthday, and Mudge went into the living room to put his head in the couch. Henry's mother brought out some candles, and Henry started the 5th round of Happy Birthday. "Wait, wait," said Henry's father. "Maybe you could stop whistling," he said to Henry, "and play a game." Boom went the thunder. "What kind of game?" asked Henry. Let's see," said Henry's father, trying to think fast. "How about the crawling through enemy lines game?" he said. "Mudge is a prisoner in the enemy camp," Henry's father whispered, "and it's your job to rescue him." Henry looked in the living room. Mudge still had his head in the couch. "Uh-huh," said Henry. "Pow! Hear that enemy fire?" said Henry's father. "Boom! And the cannon?" Henry's father's eyes were big. Henry nodded. He was ready to cross enemy lines. He was ready to free Mudge from the enemy couch. "Don't forget to take a flashlight," said Henry's father. "And watch out for scorpions." Henry grabbed the light and dropped to the floor. He crawled inch by inch across the enemy kitchen. Pow! Boom! He crawled inch by inch across the enemy dining room. Boom! Pow! And he crawled right into the enemy camp. There was his best friend Mudge, a bravely waiting prisoner, with his head in the enemy couch. "Mudge," whispered Henry. His brave friend lifted an ear. "Mudge," Henry whispered louder. His brave friend wagged a tail. "Come on, Mudge." Henry crawled over and pulled his brave friend's collar. "You're free now," Henry said. Mudge sniffed the air of freedom, and he sniffed the socks of his rescuer. Pow! Boom! Mudge sniffed a fast track to the bathroom. Henry frowned. He had hoped Mudge would stay. At least you missed the scorpions, said Henry's father, and Henry grinned a little. At least now you know where to find Mudge if you need him, Henry's father said. Right, Henry laughed. For the rest of the storm, Henry sat at the kitchen table with his parents, and they played cards by candlelight. Soon there were only little pows and tiny booms, and then there weren't any. The lights came back on, and the sky cleared, and Mudge came out of the bathroom, wagging as if he'd been to a cracker factory. Henry and Mudge went back outside, and they sniffed the fresh air. They felt the wet leaves. And like it was a painting, a great giant rainbow rose up and spread its beautiful colors right above their heads. The end. So sometimes thunderstorms can be scary, right? It's okay to feel scared, but you know that they're going to pass quickly. And sometimes the lights even go out when there's a thunderstorm, but that's okay too. There's no reason to be scared because you're with your family. You can find flashlights and candles so that you have light and it doesn't have to be so scary. And what did the little boy do inside while the thunderstorm was happening? He played a game of make-believe, and he also played some cards with his family, so you could play games. So it doesn't have to be so scary, but sometimes our dogs and cats don't know what to do when there's a thunderstorm because they don't understand that they don't have to be scared. So sometimes we can make them feel better by cuddling with them or petting them. Okay, go and tell someone in your house what this book was about. I'll see you soon. Bye.